Yo, welcome to another episode of Fun with Dumb. It's the holiday time, you know, everything's kind of moving chill slowly. But we got a guest over here that I met through the internet. Not like in some weird Tinder way or nothing like that.
He slid in my DM. Go ahead.
yeah. Low key though, just on some friend shit. Yeah, pause. But this guy is a funny comedian that I saw on Instagram and got shared a lot through the shit. And also, I found out about you through Roast Me.
Yeah.
On All Def Digital, and you were like one of the guest roasters that were actually like could hang and just kill it and shit, because that's what you do.
They had me messed up, bro.
Yeah, I'm here with Tutweezy. Hey,
oh yeah,
thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem. Thank y'all for having me.
Couple of applause to get the energy going, please,
hey,
bro. Jesus,
yeah, come on, y'all.
Yeah,
just add in the applause effect, right?
Yeah,
here.
Man. I don't know how to how to introduce you, because like you do like stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You do like Instagram videos,
Man,
like short format shit. Like how would you like introduce yourself? Like
I like an overall entertainer.
Overall entertainer.
Just entertainer.
Yeah. Do you do acting shit too?
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to get into more acting.
Yeah. You just moved to Los Angeles.
Facts.
About a week ago. And,
about a week ago.
About that's you can't even say a week ago no more, and people just hear the song in your head, like. But congratulations, man. You've been kind of coming once in a while, because I mean I feel like when you do this kind of work, like you have to be out here collaborations, and you collab with a lot of like social influencer, like comedians and Instagrammers and all that stuff. Like how did you get started? I mean, I went back into your early days of Instagram. I was just scrolling, just to see like where all this shit started, you know, and that's kind of a good indication, you know.
Yeah.
And I know like you were doing stuff in college too, right?
Yeah.
And you're from Memphis?
Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Tennessee.
Yeah. So what was the vibe like? That's when you started your comedy stuff in college?
Yeah. Actually, comedy was kind of accident, because in high school I was actually in like a rap group.
Oh, okay.
It was like me and two of my other partners and shit, and we started doing the rap thing. Everything was going good, but like I was the one that kind of took it more serious, and they were like playing around, chasing girls and shit. I'm like, come on, man, I'm trying to chase my dreams.
Yeah.
Probably because I was a virgin in high school. I didn't understand the whole chasing girls thing. I was like, I'll play my game.
That's what cats don't realize. A lot of rappers are actually kind of nerdy in general.
Man,
because if you're in the studio just writing raps, that's kind of a nerdy thing too.
It is,
you know
because of the bars and all the metaphors and similes. Yeah, definitely. Like I was kind of like the nerdy cool kid.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have the flyest clothes or whatever, but people fuck with me because of my energy. Like the fact that I can make the hood motherfuckers laugh and then turn around and make my nerdy friends laugh. So I was the kid that fit in the different, friend groups.
Right.
Like I damn near be the kid in the movie to where it gets to the decision where you gotta choose between the friend groups.
Yeah.
You gonna hang with the cool kids? You gonna hang with us from day one?
Right. So you're just doing you took it more seriously and you just kept rapping.
Yeah, definitely. Rap was the first thing that I wanted to do. Like ever since like seeing motherfuckers like Wayne and how they delivered their metaphors, I'm like, oh shit, I want to do some shit like that.
Right.
But how I ended up getting into comedy, I went to this open mic night, like on campus. I was going to University of Memphis. It was like maybe 2013. And like all of my friends were like, man, you should do stand up. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't know what I would talk about.
Right.
And they was like,
you were just the funny dude in your crew, but not necessarily like the comedy dude, right?
Yeah, and I was only funny because like I had like a rough ass childhood. So me going to school, I can be a whole different person. Like I can make other motherfuckers laugh. I can laugh at myself type shit. But yeah, it was a whole accident. Like my friends was like, you should do stand up. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. And it was like, all you do is talk. And I was like, I don't know how I should take that.
Yeah.
Cause fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up telling one of my homeboys I'm about to go to this open mic night that a comedian hosted every Tuesday or whatever. It was called like Talk Up Tuesdays or something. So I tell my homeboy I'm going there. I'm gonna take notes. I'm gonna just watch.
Right.
So I get there. My homeboy's not there. I'm taking notes. I'm like, okay, all right. So talk to the crowd. Blah blah blah. He comes in with like, I kid you not, like 7 Asian kids. And I'm like, first of all, who are these people? Like, I never seen you hanging with them.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, man, they're foreign exchange students. And I told them, come see you do stand-up before they go back to their country. And I'm like, motherfucker, you gonna put that much pressure on me?
Your first audience is these foreign exchange students.
7. And the other random people that was in like the
motherfuckers that don't even understand the language fully are about to watch your show. All right, cool.
So I'm like, shit, this is a lot of pressure on me right now. And if I like bitch out in front of them, they might be like dishonorable or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You have dishonored our humor.
Dishonored.
We don't find you funny at all.
So I ended up going up there and just explaining that exact story, how I explained it to you. And like the crowd was laughing. I was like,
and this was like, so
y'all fuck with that?
Damn, that's crazy. So you just kind of went up there and just winged it and went for it.
Just talked about my life, and I was like, shit, I got some more life stories I want to tell y'all about. Yeah, and it just started to turn to like,
you're like, I could do this.
Yeah.
That's tight. And then you became like the funny dude on campus and shit. I saw some clip of you like on campus where you were like, it was like a student event or something. You were just like roasting. Like people,
I was like I think they had like a Wild 'N Out, like a mock Wild 'N Out.
Right.
Because I've been in like 30 of those. Like every time they have something on campus.
And were you like one of the dudes that like step up and like actually be clowning and like
I mean, I wasn't never like a bully. That's what people get it like twisted at. They think that like soon as I walk in the room, I'm about to just roast every single person and make them hate themselves. I'm like, no, I'm like a roasting superhero.
Like, I mean, I tell that to motherfuckers too. Like, there's a difference between like being mean or being the dude that everyone like laugh. You could like, it's either laughing at them or we all laughing together. Like a good roaster makes
everybody laugh. Even the person that they're roasting.
Exactly. Because I know this guy. I come from the battle rap world too, and I wasn't the mean like in your face style dude. Like I was like, let's all laugh together type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so was your specialty like roasting though? Like that's your shit? Because I mean, if you see a lot of your content, there's a lot of roasting.
Yeah,
involved.
that's my specialty. I learned roasting as a defense because I have like pointy ears, and like when I was in school, I had like a chipped tooth and like the worst clothes.
Yeah,
like they used to do shit like use a marker and write on the back of my pants to see if I wear the same pair of pants. Like, and then when I come back to school, they'll be like, "All right, now listen, everybody. I put that mark on his pants yesterday. Let's see if it's still there." I'm like, "What you talking about? What mark, bitch?" And then they're like, it's still there, dirty draws. I'm
that's
like,
a fucked up ass game right
like,
there.
Fuck y'all.
That is a fucked up game. It's like,
yes, it is.
Today we're gonna play the marker game. He still got the same marker. He's a dirty motherfucker. Yeah, that's fucked up.
You a dirty bitch, and I caught you.
Nah, I remember, dude. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna front. I've had moments where I got bullied crazy too, but I've also been on the other end of that because kids could be harsh as fuck too. You know what I mean? Like I just remember, like in the school bus, we just did crazy shit in the school bus. Like we would fill up like condoms with fruit punch and throw that shit like a water balloon across the fucking thing. We would throw like batteries at each other's heads, bro.
Fuck.
That shit was like. We would have laser pointers, fuck with people on the freeway as we're driving, like just dangerous shit. Just dangerous shit. Like,
oh my God.
I know.
I just imagine driving. What the fuck was that? Damn kids.
That shit is dangerous as fuck. How is like? I mean, I've never been to Memphis. I've been on tour like across the U.S., but I don't think I've ever had a show in Memphis. Like, is there Asian people there or what?
Yeah, that's different.
No, I've been to some places in the country. There are like no Asians, bro. Like,
yeah, definitely. There's a plentiful amount of different types of people there. It's more so like I look at Memphis as a smaller Atlanta. Like it's kind of like musically. You know,
there's a lot of history.
Yeah. Like a lot of blues. It's mostly known for like barbecue and blues, and they shot Martin Luther King there.
Right. Yeah. Those are the peak history.
First 48.
right. You just bringing up all the Memphis shit.
Man, everybody that knows I'm from Memphis and it's their first time meeting me, they're like, "Oh, have you killed anybody? Do you have a strap on you now?"
They think it's like hood. Like,
yeah, because Memphis is mostly known for like killing and like robbing and 3-6 Mafia and beating people ass and shit like that. But times are changing and there are more like different, you know, there are different influences that change how the way people think and shit like that.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have the same mind frame as 3 6 Mafia and like Juicy J, and I feel like beating somebody's ass today because it's too warm outside.
I mean, that shit is all around. Even in hip hop, you meet like young hip hop artists and cats are just into anime and all that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a huge influence even of that now. Like,
I'm definitely in the anime too.
Anime, you know, Asian culture. Like back then, there was like Asian culture was very foreign to the black community too. You know, like everyone to each other. We all have stereotypes of each other, but now it's like a whole nother thing, and that's why I think it's like it's in a beautiful place too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And the internet's done that shit too. I've seen your skits with Asian ass shit too, like whether it's like anime, like Naruto, Dragon Ball, it could be like fucking Pokemon or whatever the fuck. Man, those shits are funny as fuck, by the way.
You, I think the reason that most black people fuck with anime and shit like that,
that's actually, I was gonna ask you this actually.
Yeah, it's because like that one moment, everybody's first anime is probably like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Like that moment where you see like, damn, they beating ass on here, and that's what started it for me. I was like, so like my homeboy put me on a new anime, and he'd be like, you need to go watch this like My Hero Academia. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, they beating ass on there? I'm like, yes, they're beating ass on there. I'm like, I'm watching it. Fuck it, let's go.
Right. No, I always was curious about this shit.
Thank you.
Because I have a lot of black homies who love anime, and I feel like a shitty Asian because they know more about shit than I do and shit. But like I'm always curious about that, like that relationship. I mean, everybody watches anime, you know, but I noticed like it's a big thing. Like in the black community, a lot of like people love anime.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is the relationship there? Like, I'm trying to like socially break this shit down, you know what I'm saying? But
I think nerds are becoming like cooler as time goes on. Like it used to be like, oh, you're a nerd, fuck you, you're outcast. Now it's like everybody wants to be like weird. They want to be like
right.
Oh yeah, I mess with, you know, anime.
Liking anime
stuff.
Ain't even that weird no more.
It's
or
not
nerdy. Like, you know, you'll have the
I seen a weird ass anime the other day, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay. Some like hentai shit or what? Like, I mean, shit changed even like with Boondocks. Like that's a whole anime style of shit, which is amazing. Yeah, I mean, so talking about like your content, you know, like the whole, I be seeing you do like green screen shit, and this shit is like really fucking well done shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you do that shit? Like, do you edit your shit? How do you have a team you work with or what?
Yeah. A couple of my homeboys that I met maybe in like around the same time, like late 2013, 2014, around that time. They used to do like a lot of effects and stuff. They used to be like the World Star Kids. My homeboy, shout out Lloyd Ray. Yeah, there y'all go. Y'all said I never shout y'all a lot of shit.
These are all cats from Memphis.
Huh?
He want to make sure that shit gets
make
through.
Sure, yeah. No, they're from Memphis.
Okay,
they're from Memphis. Well, one of them is from like New Orleans.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I met them, and they've been doing like effects and stuff like that. Like I said, they used to be what basically me and my homeboys are now. They used to be like on YouTube and World Star every week and shit like that. And they stopped doing it, and we ended up linking up because I seen one of their projects, and from then on we just clicked, started working together.
That's tight. That's tight that there was a community of cats like out there doing that shit too.
It's really hard to find people that are influencers and stuff like that in the city that I'm from. That's why I moved out here, because from Memphis, nobody really does shit like that. Like I said, they out there beating ass because their baby mama left them. My baby mama left me. I'm gonna fuck somebody day up today.
Like, that's the reason that shit always goes down. Facts, right there.
They take their day out on random people.
So, I mean, so this recent move is like a big ass deal, really.
Man,
I mean, you've been doing shit online for a minute, and every time I know you're like pretty active, because he be pulling up like to LA every once in a while and being like, yo, let's work. And I know you just be like on that, right? Like you come out here trying to get some shit done, collabs done. This obviously makes it so much easier for you. Like, what's the next step of you being in LA and shit? Like,
man, taking over.
Yeah, you trying to like get an agent and shit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I'm telling you, I'm about to do everything that my body allows
Right.
I fuck around and be ballet dancing next week. Tutweezy live.
You're doing porn, every Cirque du Soleil shit.
I fuck around and do porn ballet. You never know. While I'm rapping.
That's his arts. That's artsy porn, bro. Yeah, and that's crazy. I mean, I've noticed that you have like homies like out here from Memphis been doing that. Like they've been out here too, or what?
Yeah, I have a couple homies out here. Yeah. Pretty much. They made that same, jump that I made. A lot of people scared to make that, but if you don't make that jump, you'll never learn if you can fly or not.
I mean, what was the first time when you're doing all your you have so many Instagram videos and some like I was following it from the beginning and I couldn't even pinpoint like if there was like a video that was the thing that kind of blew it up. Like, do you have like a viral joint?
Yeah,
like
I actually do. Around the Vine days.
Okay.
I made this
So you started
video.
on Vine and
yeah,
shit?
I started on Vine, like making the whole 6-second shit. But I was like struggling on Vine for the longest time. And then around the time Vine was getting ready to end, like I made a video one day. It used to be like this little white girl. She used to do a show and shit like that.
Yeah, I saw that. And she gives the look, right?
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll make some content today. And I shot that, not even giving a fuck. Just like, whatever, I upload it. Like after the next day, it had already hit like 100,000. I'm like, okay. That's
the shit big. Where you react to her, right? Doing the same shit.
Where I'm like, shit, what's up, girl?
Yeah.
So like it hit like 100,000 like revines like the next day, and I'm like,
and that's a grip like for you at the time or nothing?
Because I had barely even seen 10,000, and I'm like,
yeah.
The fuck is this? I'm like, the fuck is going on? So it keeps going up, and then I posted on my Instagram, and people are reposting it, and I keep seeing people like steal it and just like tag their own page. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker is like everywhere. And after that, at the time, I had just dropped out of University of Memphis, and while I was up there, like going to school, doing stand up and stuff, people were like, you funny, but like
low-key hating.
Yeah, it's like. Me and my homeboy K-More, we used to go on campus and like pass out business cards to everybody, like out there getting it in. And some people are like really leave our shit on the table or like throwing it on the ground in our face. I'm like, motherfucker, I paid for that. Give it back so I can give it to somebody else.
So you were really hustling. You were passing out fucking business cards
on campus, bruh. People didn't give a fuck about business cards.
Yeah,
I got class at 12:45.
Like, as much as I those guys shouldn't have done that. I don't know if I got a business card, I might have reacted the same way.
So I'm telling you, I'm like, I do comedy, and they're like, motherfucker, I got class at 12:65. 12:65? You mean 1 over?
Like, I don't have space in my wallet for an extra business card.
Man, facts. But like after that, when I went to the school after that video. Like I couldn't go anywhere.
Oh, where people were like reacting.
Yes, people are like, "Hey, do the shoulder shit." I'm like, "Damn,
shit."
Yeah, ask me how my day was first. Fuck.
Right.
I've been doing all right. Here you go. I'm like, come on.
All right, one last shoulder shake.
Your bitch is bad. I do it for y'all. Whatever. What's y'all Instagram? I follow y'all back.
So you saw that, and then you were like, okay, now what? Like, what do you do in a situation like that? I've been in a situation like that too.
Yeah.
And then I always I'm like, what the fuck do I do next?
Yeah, what do I do next?
Yeah.
Man, at that point, I was just like,
I gotta do some shit.
Yeah, I gotta make another one. Like I tried making like different versions of it, and they did well, but they didn't do the same as the initial video. So after that, I just kept trying out different types of videos. Yeah. That's one thing about me. If I don't figure it out, I'm going to fail until I figure that shit out.
Right. And so, I was curious about that because that's the thing. Everybody could have, like, everybody in their, like, lifetime will probably have a viral thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
randomly.
How you extend your 15 seconds of fame is, like, a huge thing, right? And I see that where you got to your point now, it's like from that thing, you kept it consistent. You have to push it out. Sometimes you don't have the shit that's going to get 100,000 views.
Facts.
What was the next thing? Like, did you get something that was like, okay, now it's like twice as much,
Actually, the next thing was the Harry Potter, like the green screens.
Yeah. That's when,
When I posted that, it went crazy again. I was like, here we go.
I know mad people were
2 years later.
Mad people were probably not doing the green screen shit on a internet level. You know what I'm saying?
They were doing it like how you did with your safe video.
Right.
People were doing shit like that, like randomly, but nobody ever
like a quick format, funny shit.
Nobody ever like consistently made it their own.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like me and my homeboy K-More, we made that our own. That's kind of just capitalize off, people like, oh, I never seen shit like this.
Yeah, because it's pretty clean actually for the most part too. That's just crazy.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
My boy's cold.
So you started doing that shit. Motherfuckers like, okay, this is like next level, not just 6-second editing shit. This is like some other shit. This is like the avatar of Instagram.
Man, I'm telling you,
this is CGI and shit. Yeah,
had to go in.
That's tight. That's tight. So I mean, what's the plan for you moving forward? I mean, you kind of do you do stand up still regularly while you do all that shit or what?
It's kind of difficult to maintain the different like, I guess, versions of myself because I switch sometimes. Like one moment I may be in like rap mode where I'm just like,
that's true. You still do rap and shit. Yeah. And sometimes you fuse that shit together too.
Yeah. That's what makes it easier for me because I'm like, I'm goofy as hell and I rap. So I'm like, I might as well combine that shit together. And people are like, we love this shit.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole Double Seaweed Deluxe thing came from.
Right. No, that's kind of the same world that I feel like I'm in because I love the comedy and the rap and I mix that in and like battle rap and we struggle too. We don't want to be too not taken seriously in these things too, right? Like you don't want to be too parody-ish and shit, you know? But I mean that's really how I try to balance it. It's like battle rap was one of those things, you know, the comedy and rap together. I could do that and roasting actually, all three of them in one.
That's why I love battle rap too. I remember you told Conceited. He told that boy like he get his guns from Baby Gat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker. That was a funny battle because he's a comedic dude too. So
yeah,
he's
he
funny
definitely
as
is.
Fuck yeah.
That's what makes. But I think putting your own personality into your rap, that's what makes people connect to you more instead of you just being like, I spit bars, bye bye.
I agree. I've noticed that there's a lot of also comedic dudes that when their rap career is so different from their shit, and I get why they do that, but I do feel like that's a hard way of people to get into your shit because it does look like you're completely removing yourself from who you are. Yeah, and it's hard for people to take that shit seriously a little bit. You know, even if you're really serious in your rap shit, you're like, what happened to this side of your shit? Yeah. How did that completely get removed from that? You know, the music shit. So
you're not this anymore.
I think it's important that you do sprinkle that part of you into the rap part. You know what I mean? It's
because that's the part that people connect with.
Yeah. When your experiences with coming to LA, like, have you? I mean, you're from the South, and I mean, I've gone to the South, and like it's so different as far as how people interact with each other and the warmth too of like people and shit. Like, what about LA do you like, and what do you like not like about that shit?
Because I can hear the horns and shit in the background right now. So I was about to say the aggressiveness of the drivers. Like people are aggressive as fuck.
Like people using their horns.
Yeah, like they don't even like wait to see if you're letting them over. They're like, oh, I'm getting over. You're gonna have to do something about it.
Right.
Either slow down or don't let me over. Right. We're gonna wreck.
Right. I mean, I it's weird. Like I noticed that LA has changed me in a certain way. Like, you know, I love LA and I love the culture, and, you know, for entertainment, it's a fantastic place to be. But I noticed when I go on tour that I'm kind of an asshole at times because I run into super nice people. Like just you know, that Southern hospitality shit is like real, you know? So I'll go there and I feel that and I'll be like, God damn, I'm numb. Like I'm numb to
what is this niceness?
Yeah, like the
fuck out of here.
That humanness. Like, I mean, have you felt any of that like here, or has everybody been pretty chill for the most part? Like
I think I just don't really put myself in environments where I feel like I would be uncomfortable. Right. I know that those, you know, are things and variables that I can't control, but for the most part, everything that I can control, I try to keep it to, you know, like I only hang around these type of people, or I'm only here because of, you know, me working on this and shit like that. I think you run into more like bullshit people when you out here bullshitting.
It's true.
So like when you're like, I'm gonna chase bitches and fuck around and run into somebody.
That's what it is.
Take your kneecap off your leg.
Yeah, you get like that's the whole getting lost in the sauce shit is for real.
Yeah, it's hard not to because it's so easy to just like drown in just like having fun and forgetting about your problems.
Yeah, if you've had a taste of it, like you were telling me you were partying last night in the hills, like, and that's fine. You could do that once in a while, but you gotta understand there's parties in the hills every day of the fucking week out here.
You'll fuck around and be up there every day. Like,
never come down from the hill. Just
I might as well just sleep here.
Yeah. No, that's crazy, man. I mean, how's the like?
You bullshitting.
It just heard a huge crash here. I mean, like, is the party vibes different, like from the South to here, like, or is it y'all get pretty turned out there and shit?
I think the party vibes are different.
Yeah,
it's like sometimes it can have more of a like a networking feel, and some of them just feel like, you know, everybody's on fucking cocaine and they're just looking at you like.
Right. Do you see that like as an outsider coming in?
Yeah,
You
just
see that?
like it's casual as hell. Like, oh yeah, that's just somebody doing cocaine, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's LA.
Right.
But yeah, in the South, most of the parties end in shooting or or somebody getting jumped.
Right.
So anything that's nice out there, we appreciate it. So since nobody has gotten jumped yet in any parties I've been to, I appreciate that so far.
It's a different weirdness, right? So it's not like the violent shit, but you'll see the cokeheads and
this
just
random
get
girl.
out. Just get out of here.
Actually, this random girl last night at the party was like, she was like, "Let me suck your dick." Like I was across the room and she was like looking dead at me. It was like, "Let me suck your dick," and I was like, "Bet." She was like, "Shit, I'm grown." But I slick was like, "Nah, I don't want that."
That is
I feel
hilarious.
Scary when they're too aggressive.
She said that across the room, everybody just casually being like, "So,"
and nobody stopped and was like, who she's talking to. Everybody just kept going like, "Oh yeah, she probably trying to suck somebody's dick. Let's keep going." All right.
Someone just casually taps you on the shoulder. "Excuse me, she's talking to you.
She's trying to suck your cock."
That's what it was, right? It was.
Somebody was like, when she said that, somebody was like, "Oh."
Everybody just like, me or him, me, him, who? That's crazy,
man.
That's pretty amazing, dude. I mean, it's so crazy because I noticed everybody across the U.S. or wherever, once they start doing this whole social media stuff, like they move out here to L.A. because now there's like agencies for that shit too,
Definitely.
and managers for that. Like, I mean. Do y'all just all connect through like DM, like, yo, let's collab on a video or some shit? Like,
you mean like with other influencers?
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with those collaborations, like you know, just because there's so much. Like, you guys move really fast. That's one thing. You know what I mean? The content creation, it's like you all got to jump on it. You know?
Yeah, because it's our job. You know, we got to take it as, you know, like how you would take rapping. You know, like I gotta make more songs. I gotta experiment. I gotta try out different things. I gotta figure out myself, damn near type shit.
Yeah.
So like when I end up linking up with somebody and making content together, it's usually like on some, I've seen your work, you've seen my work, let's make some shit together.
And do y'all just like brainstorm on like what the like a writer's room or something? Like y'all just in there and just kind of think about what kind of video
it can
y'all
happen
do?
randomly.
Right.
Like we'd be like kicking it one day and some funny shit will happen and we'll be like, let's make a video out of that.
That's tight.
Shit'll happen.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. That is like super short film.
Yeah,
shit.
definitely like super duper short film.
What's your like? What would be like your next goal? Like coming out of that shit, you know? Because you've grown your shit so much in that level, but now it's like, okay, now I mean, for everybody, like there's like that next shit. So what would the next shit be? Like acting? Would you say?
Acting, definitely.
Acting, full on going into agent, going out for auditions and shit. Have you done that or what?
Not yet. I'm still getting everything like set up out here, so.
That's sick, man. That's sick. You just moved out here a week ago.
Man, about a week ago.
That's I mean, wait, you got a girl and shit or what? You moved out here?
Nah. She broke up with me, so I was like, shit.
Wait, recently?
I ain't got nothing else to lose, so
recently?
I might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, last time I talked to you, I think you said you came out here with your girl or something.
Yeah, that's crazy, because she's no more.
So y'all just literally broke up, and that was would you say that was like a factor in you moving out here or what?
That was more of a push for me to move out here because I'm like, my life in Memphis is slowly like coming to an end, and I felt like I've done everything that I can there. I've done every show. I've linked with every person that I can. You know, what's the next thing? It's time to move on to something else. And this was definitely
that was one of the elements.
Yeah, the next thing. I was like,
how long were y'all together and shit?
Like a year and some months.
Yeah. That'll do it, man. That'll be a nice push.
I'll definitely do it. But I'm telling you, my music finna be cold as hell because of it.
So yeah, I mean, so the music part, you're still doing the rap stuff and putting out albums and shit. Like,
I haven't actually dropped a project yet.
Okay.
So I'm still.
That's gonna be your shit.
Yeah, I'm just definitely.
How do you prioritize all that shit? Because I know, like, for me too, like, it's not an easy thing. Because I do a podcast, I'm doing the acting thing too, and like rapping, and you know. People always say like you could be like jack of all trades and master of none, you know. So like, do you ever think about those things, like how you might want to prioritize that shit? I
think about it sometimes to where like maybe I should just focus on one thing, but
also like someone like Donald Glover makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, that's my like biggest inspiration. That's why I'm pushing myself to be better than, you know, the foundation that he laid for people.
Yeah.
Because to have people like that to be doing shit before us, we can take that blueprint and, you know, add on to it and leave something for the next motherfucker to be better than we were.
Right. I think it's a huge millennial model too. Like, you know, the fact that you can do that much shit at once.
Yes.
Maybe, you know, people always say that, you know, it's for a long time it's been like, oh, you could be a jack of all trades, a master of none. But to be honest, like, shit is changing a lot where you can do a lot of shit.
Around and master that shit.
Yeah,
all of it.
yeah. So like, I don't know what is right or what's wrong, you know, but definitely seeing someone like that makes you feel like you ain't doing enough.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this motherfucker writing shit, being in that shit, and then making a soundtrack for that shit that he in.
Yeah, he's in Star Wars. He's the voice of Simba. Got a mixtape coming out.
Crazy.
Like, bro, like, I don't know where the fuck. Like, I just feel like I'm not doing enough, you know?
Man, but I think I just kind of flow. I kind of go with the flow. Like, one day I wake up and I'll be like, oh, I feel like writing a fucking skit. And I'll do that in that moment. So whatever I'm feeling, I'll do that. Like, I fuck around and after I get done writing a skit, I'll hear a beat, smoke a blunt and be like, shit, I got to write to this motherfucker now. And I'll write a verse and then I'll kind of, you know, hop back and forth between things. I got to really keep myself busy. And like I said, the breakup and like all the stress and shit that I was going through in Memphis, it just pushed me to, you know, break the mold that I was in and do more than I had ever done to try to be the, you know, the best Tut.
That thing will inspire you or motivate you like a bad breakup, bro.
I'm telling you, you like, I need to go ham.
That's real shit, bro. Like, what would be like your dream movie, like, or, you know, kind of project to be involved with? Like a voice of anime? No, I'm playing.
Hey, I do eventually wanna get my own anime. Like, or be a part of an anime or something like that. Right. Man. Oh yeah, shout out to the creator of SpongeBob. Man,
oh yeah, rest in peace.
Man.
That's a huge generational loss, low key, actually.
All of our all of the people that set shit up before us, they're slowly like dying.
That's crazy.
And now we're, you know, having to pick that shit up and become those people. And one day people are gonna look at us like, damn, I'm fucking dumbfounded Tutweezy, they gone, man.
I mean, that shit really, honestly, those losses, man, it should motivate you to be like, it is really like, we can't wait hella long for the next dude to be there. Like, if they're dying, that means we're not stepping up hard enough. You know, like, they should still be alive while we start achieving greatness.
Definitely.
That's how I feel. Like,
man.
Yeah. So wait, we're talking about like your project. Like, what would be like like you said, one of your biggest inspirations is like Donald Glover, right? And is that because of like he does multiple shit? Is that?
Yeah, it's not just because he does multiple shit. It's because he's good at multiple things. You know.
Yeah.
So definitely, yeah. I think my project would kind of be, cause I have that, like rapper mentality and then the comedian mentality, and they clash sometimes. Like when I'm writing something, I'll be like, oh, I could just bar for bar kill this beat, or I can say some stupid shit and make them laugh while killing the beat. And I'm like, I'd even start writing a parody and be like, end up writing some hard shit and be like, you know what, fuck this whole song, it's gonna be bars.
Have you ever been in a situation where you roast, you know, like you'll randomly pick like celebrities or whatever to roast?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a response from the celebrity that you roasted?
Oh, yeah, I got a response from a couple of them. One of them ended up like, I'm cool with him now, like Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, I saw that one.
After like roasting him, he was
like hey, ramen noodle head.
Yeah, ramen noodle head. Kevin.
So he responded?
Yeah. Then we ended up like linking up, getting cool.
You found your funny and all that shit. Yeah, that's tight. My boy, man. That's tight. Anybody who got like actually mad or commented or some shit?
The only people who really got mad were just like other like Instagram people.
Oh, like they got for real
yeah,
offended?
Like what I don't really understand about like the whole roasting thing, it's supposed to be a joke. You know, we're supposed to be comedians. So if I roast you, it's not because I'm hating on you.
Yeah.
It's not because I hate your guts and want you to fail at life. It's because I'm a roaster. That's what I do.
Right.
Like I roast myself, I roast my mom, I roast my dog.
I feel like if you get offended, you kind of lost.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
you already, if you get offended.
That's like an L. You gotta take that L. I mean, have you found that like, you know, we talk about this right now. Like we live in a different time too, right? With like people getting offended and shit. And, like, that's
it's
been like
way more.
It's like the peak of that shit. And like, have you felt that like in what you do? You
Definitely.
Because I mean, roasting, battling, these are like art forms that like, you know, we're we really it goes against like the time we're in right now, like the insensitivity, like we can't really do shit. That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
So how has that affected, like maybe for someone like you, or has it? You know, I don't know.
It has in a way, but I'm really good at adapting. So I just adapt around it.
I think that's the
time change.
That's the shit that we were talking about, right? Like being able to not be a bully, but kind of have everybody on board with you. Shit.
That's what makes it, you know, more acceptable for my roasting. Like now, I just roast like cartoon characters or movie characters, and can't nobody really feel offended from that. But the creator gets hella mad, man. Like, or some random kid in the comment section is like, "You're roasting this guy, and he has way more money than you." I'm like, you don't have way more money than me, little kid, so shut up. If I tell your mama that you on your phone right now.
I heard a whole thing about how the creator of Arthur did it, like it said like he hates that like
the
black people have turned it into like all the memes and shit.
Yeah,
and like that shit was like shocking.
I think if anything, it brings more awareness to, because a lot of people of this age, like the younger kids that don't know shit about Arthur, they know about Arthur now.
No, I love that shit. It's just I found it like, and he got backlash for it too.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
of course he did.
But that makes it so much like better to me that like black people turned it into like this huge thing.
Yeah,
and he's just mad about it. He's so mad about it.
Like with black people, we like have a lot of pain and shit, and we're getting really good at turning our pain into something funny.
Right.
When we laugh at shit, it's not because, you know, we are being disrespectful or anything. It's because that's how we cope.
I've always
people in general, but you know, mostly it's just, you know, black people getting attacked for doing those type of things. Like with the whole Arthur thing, we wasn't doing it because we like fucking up tradition, or even with my SpongeBob's. Like I get backlash and shit too, because, you know,
SpongeBob, Dexter, all that shit has become like crazy ass memes, man. I love that shit.
And that shit is the culture. That shit is beautiful. We gotta accept that shit.
I always say this specifically too with the black community and the entertainment community. Like, I remember when I was growing up, I would say like my battle rap and everything, all my hip hop influence was like a big element of why I was able to do that was because I used to go to an open mic in South Central called Project Blowed.
Yeah.
And it was like some of the best freestylers, and they had a system, and I was like the only Asian motherfucker there, but it was mainly black and Latino.
Yeah.
And I remember you signed up to perform a song, and if you were whack or people weren't feeling you, they would encourage you to chant, "Please pass the mic."
Yeah.
Please pass. So you could be like 5 seconds into the song and they'll start chanting that shit. And the DJ
What's
is
up,
like,
"Y'all, I'm going in. Please pass the mic."
And you're still rapping, trying to overpower that chant, right? And
once you get
and some people just get mad as fuck. But the idea of that shit was like, so next week you come back and you kill it even harder, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people don't understand. Like, I come from that world, which made me a better MC, a better performer.
Tougher.
You know, and that's what it is. I feel like, because I've seen different other communities trying to get to that place. Like the Asian entertainment community, we're trying to get to that place where we don't support each other just because you're Asian. Like we want the best of the best in the front line, right?
Facts.
And how you do that is like having that tough love mentality. And that's what I feel like that shit was, whether it was the Apollo or, you know, the Project Blow. Like that shit ain't like motherfuckers being mean to each other. That's like some tough love
real shit. Like, hey, get your shit together.
Exactly. You wanted the best of the best, like motherfuckers to represent you. And that's what I feel like I'm trying to get to by roasting my own people. In conclusion.
Motherfuckers, get on your shit.
Yeah. No, in conclusion. That's real though. No, I feel that like truly from the bottom of my heart, and that's how you get better. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
So what do you got? So you're in LA now. Like, what's next? Like, what's immediately next? Like, you're trying to get a manager, agent, what?
I'm currently like looking for an agent in that process, so I can go ahead and get in these Colgate commercials.
I like how you had a specific campaign you wanted to be a part of.
Colgate, what's up?
I don't know if you're gonna find the CEO of Colgate in this motherfucker, but
you never know.
Yeah.
One of the little kids in the comment section may be their granddad or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Granddad, it's Tutweezy. Give him a sponsor.
I like his heart in Colgate and his dental hygiene.
I love it. I can tell how his breath smells through the camera.
So yeah, she's trying to break in commercials, whatever it is.
Yeah, commercials, like short films, like Netflix type shit. We're actually like trying to start shooting our own shit because what we don't realize as content creators is, you know, something I had to realize like the hard way was I was so focused on trying to get on other people's shit, like trying to get on this show, trying to get on shit that people have already built for themselves that I feel like would benefit me. Instead, my mindset should be building something on my own.
Right.
Because I have the power to do it now. Like, we have hundreds of thousands of followers. If we can't build anything out of that. I mean,
building it on a higher caliber, right? Like building
definitely.
it, like stepping up the caliber. Or because you guys already create shit on your own.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, now if you're going to keep creating shit on your own, it has to be on the level of what the shit other motherfuckers are playing on too.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I feel that. Okay, that's what's up, man. Yo, Tutweezy, thanks for pulling up.
Hey.
Is there anything you want to plug right now?
I got my phone plugged in already, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you trying to rap and shit? Oh, we don't even have the. We haven't had that yet. We haven't had that yet. But I'm gonna have you back.
We have it. Oh shit!
We're gonna have that soon, though. I'm gonna have motherfuckers actually come in and rap. I've had rappers up here, and we haven't had those motherfuckers rap. So we got to do some shit. But
hey, hell yeah. I live out here now, so
for sure. Yo, look out for Tutweezy. Instagram is popping. I think. Even beyond that, the next shit is like you're gonna see the dude in Colgate commercials and shit. You know what I'm saying? So look out for them teeth. All right, cool.
What the fuck?
All right, y'all. Peace.